Good afternoon, everyone. Imagine attending a formal event carrying a handbag shaped like a crystal-covered peacock, a watermelon, or even a pig. Most people think of a handbag as a practical accessory, but one designer transformed handbags into pieces of art that were collected, displayed in museums, and carried by first ladies. That designer was Judith Leiber. Even if fashion is not something you follow closely, Judith Leiber's story is inspiring because it shows how creativity, resilience, and hard work can turn a simple idea into a worldwide success. Today, I will discuss Judith Leiber's early life and journey to America, her innovative handbag designs, and her lasting influence of fashion and art. Let's begin with her early life. Judith Leiber was born in Budapest, Hungary in 1921. From an early age, she showed an interest in craftsmanship and design. According to Nancy Rosen of the Jewish Women's Archive, Leiber became the first woman to achieve master status in the Hungarian Handbag Artisan Guide. This accomplishment was especially significant because women rarely held such positions in the industry at that time. However, her life was not always easy. During World War II, Leiber and her family faced the dangers of Nazi occupation in Hungary. Rosen explains that she survived the war with her mother and sister and eventually meeting Gerson Leiber, an American soldier serving in Europe. The two married in 1946 and moved to New York City that following year. Once in the United States, Leiber worked for several handbag manufacturers and gained valuable experience in the industry. Her husband encouraged her to start her own business, and in 1963, she founded the Judith Leiber Company. What began as a small operation would eventually become one of the most recognizable luxury brands in the world. Now that we've looked at her background, let's examine what made her design so unique. Judith Leiber revolutionized handbag design through a combination of creativity and exceptional craftsmanship. According to the Museum Arts and Design, Leiber brought a distinctly European approach to handbag making. Unlike many American manufacturers who divided production into specialized tasks, Leiber possessed the rare ability to create the entire handbag from start to finish herself. One of the most important moments in her career came almost by accident. According to Sally Friedman, a shipment of gold-plated handbag shells arrived with flaws on the bottom. Instead of throwing them away, Leiber covered the imperfections with crystals. The result was her first metal miniature or decorative evening bag. That creative solution became the signature style that would make her famous. Leiber's crystal-covered handbag quickly became works of art. Friedman notes that some bags required as many as 12,000 Australian crystals and could take up 2 weeks to complete by hand. Rather than creating ordinary accessories, Leiber produced elaborate pieces that combined fashion, sculpture, and craftsmanship. Her inspiration came from many sources. The Museum of Arts and Design explains that she drew ideas from art, travel, opera, nature, and cultures from all around the world. Her bags incorporated materials from countries such as Japan, India, Iran, and regions throughout Africa. She also created whimsical designs shaped like animals, fruits, and everyday objects. These unusual creations made her work instantly recognizable. As her reputation grew, so did the popularity of her designs. This brings us to Judith Leiber's lasting legacy. According to journalist Nick Folks, Judith Leiber handbags became cultural symbols in America. He described them as a part of the American dream and noted that they were treasured by wealthy collectors and fashion enthusiasts alike. Her rhinestone-covered bags stood out because they were unlike anything else available in the luxury market. Many influential women carried her designs. Nancy Rosen reports that nearly every First Lady since Mamie Eisenhower owned at least one of Judith Leiber's handbags. Jacqueline Kennedy carried one to an inauguration ball, and Hillary Clinton famously owned a handbag designed to resemble her cat, Socks. These high-profile endorsements helped establish Liebers as one of the most respected names in luxury fashion. Her influence extended beyond handbags, according to Jennifer Hirschlag of Women's Wear Daily. The Judith Leiber brand later expanded into fine jewelry, including necklaces, earrings, rings, and bracelets. Company leaders believe customers who appreciated the beauty and craftsmanship of Lieber's handbags would also appreciate jewelry inspired by the same artistic vision. Lieber's contributions were recognized not only by customers, but also by museums and art institutions. The Museum of Arts and Design featured a major exhibition titled Judith Leiber's Crafting a New York Story, which celebrated her 65-year career. The exhibition highlighted her role as a designer, craftswoman, entrepreneur, and immigrant success story. Her handbags were no longer viewed as simply accessories. They were recognized as important works of art. In conclusion, Judith Leiber transformed the handbag industry through her craftsmanship, creativity, and innovation. We learn about her journey from Hungary to New York after her revolutionary crystal-covered handbag designs, and the lasting impact she made on fashion and art. Her story reminds us that creativity can turn ordinary objects into extraordinary masterpieces. The next time you see a handbag, you may think it's just an accessory, but thanks to Judith Leiber, the world learned that the handbag can also be used as a work of art. Thank you.